Let's see then. 1 2 1 2. Do we happen to be live? Let us check. Aye aye, indeed we do seem to be live. Ah, no. I am going to mute my own stream real quick. I'm not going to want to hear myself speak back to back to me. Hey, what? Here we are then. Here we are. Let's see. Final configuration stuff. Just gonna turn you down real quick. Yeah, that seems to be working properly. There we are. Oh yeah, I've been holding off on technical stuff for long enough now, I reckon. So, for now, let's head on into New Game Plus. Actually, what difficulty did I play on puzzles last time? I'm curious. I am either way going to be playing on story action difficulty so we can get through stuff faster. Let's see. Yeah, no. Right. Let's play then on Lost in the Fog and action mode story. And here we are once more with this creepy doll.
ねえねえ、知ってる？女の人はお嫁さんになるのが仕事なんだって。
仕事じゃないよ。ひな子はお嫁さんになりたくないの？
でもお父さんに言われるとなりたくなくなる。
宿題と同じだね。
やれって言われるとやる気なくす。
お待たせ。お姉ちゃん。何かいいことでもあった？
昔を思い出してた。お姉ちゃんって小さい頃からずっとお姉ちゃんだったんだなって。
ひな子、私ね。
これお姉ちゃんにあげる。
綺麗だわ。ありがとう。
綺麗だわ。Alright, this is the song that played during the ending. During that one it was translated. I'm gonna have to go back and check what the translation for the lyrics are. It really does feel different watching this now after having beaten the game once before, because yeah, especially during that one. Hi, oh Blaine, welcome.
ことは親の方で話を進める。
お父さん、ひな子の気持ちだって。
こんな話二度とないんだぞ。ひな子にとってこれ以上の幸せがあるか。あるわけが
Hi,
ない。
oh Teeps, welcome.
どこ行く？話はまだ終わってないぞ。ひな子。
それにしても、あのひな子がね。
あいつは本当に高校娘だ。何しろおかげで借金は全て返せる。二度と金に困らずに済むぞ。
お父さん、やめてくださいよ。ひな子に聞こえますよ。
Thank you for the subscription, Teeps. You are now cataloged as one of my dear transmission receivers. Welcome to the club.
会ってたまるか、そんなこと。
Oh, nay, still, welcome. So yeah, no, already now, here at the start, things are different. Let's see. We've been able to keep track of a lot of things. A monster that has a large taiko drum inside its mouth. It swings around its large bachi drums like arms and strikes taiko to instill fear and command those bound to it. It tries to cancel out any noise with its loud voice and banging that it always has been. A monster that my father turned into, and it acts the same way he did when he let his anger get the best of him. It was only the curse of fatherhood that made my dad appear human. This form, his true form, must have been hidden underneath all along. The monster that my mother turned into, I'm not even sure she's realized what's happened to her. Always being humiliated and abused, her twisted ideal of happiness. There's no way that she was a human to begin with. And then we also have an intimidating monster that appears in Shuramuku, a traditional white wedding kimono. It uses their grand fox arm to compel others to obey. It looks down on me and denies my existence, but at the same time it pities me like it thinks it's better than me or something. Don't look down on me, you're no better. And sorry as well for just going through the stuff that Hinako's written down in a journal. Right now I am looking for more story bits. Anyway, this doll looks exactly like the one that I thought I had gotten rid of that day. I'm sure it hates me for throwing it away and abandoning it. When all this is over, I'll ask my mom for a way to put it to rest. Not to brag, but we've taken down the enemy's mothership, the giant UFO, on many occasions. However, each time that happened, the Galactic Imperium would deploy more and more troops from their home planet. As we grew older, we were able to have a better understanding of heroes by watching television, and I think we may have come up with some elaborate backstories for the enemy leaders. By this time, it was a world that only Shu and I knew. Sakako says that the custom of putting old tools to rest is called the Tsukumogami fate. During the course of history, it somehow fused with the Inari fate, making it special religious view of Ebisugaoka. The only shrine in town, Senensugi Shrine, was, as its name suggests, worshipping a 1,000-year cedar as its divine tree. After living to see 1,000 years, it was praised as divine. And then, once the divine tree turned to ash, it was time to worship the next oldest thing. Sakako reckons that it just happens to be the most moss-covered Inari statue. This is the middle school that I attended. It was built when the town was financially well off during the dam construction, so the beautiful facilities are at odds with the rest of the dull buildings in town. I think I met Ringo during my first year here. I remember her surprise when she heard that I called Shu Aibo. Ebisugaoka used to be a lively town with an ample labor force for construction and coal mining when the school was built. The town was always bustling and the school was always full of students. The students at the time studied how to further improve the town as adults. The students of our time now study so that we can leave to go to a bigger town when we are adults. The world's not a playground like elementary school, but not as mature as high school. Middle school to me was like the stage between a tadpole and a frog. I guess you could say it's a period of grotesque transformations. Up until elementary school, Shu and I would have water fights and we wouldn't mind if our underwear showed. Once we entered middle school, though, while we might not have paid any mind to things like that, others around us did. It just felt like a world changed in a snap. Boys and girls used to think one another as mortal enemies, always bickering, fighting each other, but now, it's suddenly turned into such a weird dynamic where we have to treat each other in completely different ways. It's fine for people who want to do that because the people around them are doing the same, but for someone like me, who really couldn't care less about what people think, that's not the case. Right, that's enough reading for now. So then, Commissar Belaine, I managed to come to a decision. We will first try and go for the bad ending. Do you happen to know what we should be looking out for in order to get the bad ending? A fox wedding is a common expression used for times when it rains while the sun is still shining. According to older folk here in Ebisagoka, however, they also use this expression for when a young girl was spirited away. Folklore pertaining to gods and spirits becoming infatuated with human women is not something unique to Japan. It can be found across the world. Ebisagoka is no exception to this. Even here, there are old tales of young girls being taken away on a fox wedding and disappearing forever. During the Meiji and Taisho periods, the town elders would apparently reassure the families of missing daughters that they had been swept away by a fox lord and are now enjoying life of luxury without care. Gotcha, no pills. As soon as I have access to my inventory, I'll just remove it as an option. Ah, yeah, look at that. We can even see the pills here on the new Game Plus screen.
神様、私はどうしたら。
Alright then, gotcha. We did read about that in the first playthrough of this. So I guess that is something that we can actually find. Although the most famous translated Western medical book remains the New Text on Anatomy, there was a peculiar work by the name of Exotic Herbology published in the 5th year of the Ane era, 1766 AD. Strange as the text was, it has largely been forgotten by history. A foreign missionary brought this text to Japan along with a curious medicine that would supposedly allow one to speak with divine spirits. This drug came to be known as Kakura Makakura by locals. However, in order to have contact with the gods, one must first liberate one's soul. However, upon doing so, the individual will fall into a temporary state of unconsciousness and potentially leaving them vulnerable to malevolent spirits. Oh, this is new. A key. Research Journal Photo 1. A photo attached to a research journal. It appears to be a clue collected by researchers investigating folklore of Ebisugaoka regarding the legend of the sacred sword. However, it is said that the sword animosity continued to grow even as it remained buried under the earth, so the people erected a sacred barrier around it using Jisu statues as anchors. If one wished to find the sword, they should start by looking for these Jisu statues first. It appears that the barrier works by creating a spiritual harmony that inhabits the sword's animosity. Harmony, Jin and Yang, the 5 elements of Wuxing. During this period, it was thought that everything was composed of 5 elements: wood, fire, earth, metal, water. Therefore, 5 was a number associated with harmony. In other words, there should be 5 Jizo statues. Are 5 such statues located in this town? I expect tracking them down will prove a tremendous task.
町にあるお地蔵様。少し探してみるか。
Hi, Obero, welcome. And obtain the Agara no Hotei-sama. I don't really know what that is, but I'll keep an eye out for it. So essentially, don't do the sacred sword puzzle. And do something bad. So many places that needs a key. So many keys. Ah, well, you don't need to sub, Obiro. You can always use ad block here. I'm not gonna stop you from doing that. Can't open it. A woman's magazine. My father isn't fond of seeing these around. This is from Sakako, but it's too cute for me. He once told me, play house like a good girl should. Balcony key. A key stored on the doll's back. He needs to open the door to the next room for from the balcony. Isn't that cute? Now this is a good feeling in that it is actually very much so different compared to a regular old new game, since I have this whole building to explore. A boy's diary. I'm gonna be a treasure hunter. I'll make sure of it. And then I'm gonna become a millionaire by finding treasure all around the world. And not just hunting treasure. A real treasure hunt sometimes takes down big scary beasts and bad guys. And don't forget, they have to learn how to escape dangerous traps too. I was play fighting with the girl who lives next door when mom got mad at me. She said, what if I leave a scar on her face? Then nobody will marry her. What's that all about? I think that girl would be a really good treasure hunter though. She always finds the hidden treasures when we play treasure hide and seek. I want to become a treasure hunter with her someday. Treasure hunting game key. A small iron key, unclear what it opens, should be related to the treasure hunt mentioned in the little boy's diary. Well, we're getting a whole lot of packing tips. A book by a well-known expert on how to carry large amounts of supplies. An increase in inventory capacity. Hell yeah. This feels great. Already there are a lot of differences. Treasure hunt game note. You're real good at this. Not anybody could find this one. Too bad this isn't a treasure. But points for trying. You were close. Chocolate. Kaboom! You got blown to smithereens by my doo-doo bomb and died. Anyway, with half a brain, we know this will be a trap. Hi, yeah, you got stabbed by my doo-doo spear and died. Anyone looking for around here for treasure? No more for my traps. Alright, let's continue on looking. Faded bride doll. An old doll in the shape of a bride made from clay. It seems to have been forgotten for a long time. Huh. A lot of components. I see. And a lot more alcohol just lounging around. It is said that the kanji for Ebisu in Ebisu Gaoka holds the meaning of a person who has migrated from far away. The most fanciful theory for the origin of this town is that it was a once hidden village for Taira clan soldiers who lost the Genpei War. In the town's old customs, there are a few rules that seem like a part of a secret village code, including things like not owning dogs or washing things in the river, but whether or not it's the truth remains a mystery. Right. I would guess that's a subscriber only emote. Thank you for subscribing, Obero. I will also apologize ahead of time if it looks like I am just rubbing my face up against anything. I am. I want to see what has changed and what hasn't changed. Though, seemingly because of how they clearly made that one change very apparent, it'll probably be very obvious when things have changed.
すいません。運転手さんいませんか？
Alright then, for the cutscenes. Thank you. Alright, but for the cutscenes, should we skip them or should we allow them to play out in case there might be something new in them?
他の道を探そう。この先に抜け道があったはず。
本当に羨ましいわ。まさかあの子がね。それに妬ましいわね。どうしてあの子なのよ。ねえ。噂をすればなんとやらだよ。
I'm still perplexed by this. It has to mean something. Alright, either way. Well, I guess then it's up to my discretion then.
サクコ。
どこ行くの？こっち通るの珍しいね。
車が道を塞いでてさ。
千鶴や？
今は誰かと喋りたくて。
私も後から行くね。
うん。じゃあね。
裏切り者。
Well, for one, this cutscene is very much a difference. Sakako did not say this in the first time around, and in the opening cutscene, the father and mother were very clear in something about using Hinako to trying to pay off the debt. And then we also had this house over here. This one. This one was open for some reason and had a bunch of extra text for us. So those are the differences so far.
どこ行ったんだろう。
Give me the shovel as a weapon. I reckon the shovel would feel very good to swing around.
シュウだ。
よ、相棒。
相棒. Oh, wait. Hinako has the fox brooch on her already.
なんか言ってよ。
お前こそなんか言うことはないのかよ。
相棒にないんだったら私にだってない。
お前らしいや。受け身な生き方なんてお前らしくないぜ。お前が自分で選んだ道なら俺はいつまでも応援するからな。
シュウ。
シュウ君、お待たせ。
ひなこもいたんだ。
リンコ。
何の話をしてたの？
いや、大した話は。
誰かとおしゃべりしたい気持ちだったんだって。
気が紛れたよ。
それはよかった。お役に立てて光栄の極み。会えると分かってたら借りてた雑誌持ってくればよかった。
ああ、貸したままでいいよ。リンコに貸した時点で戻ってくると思ってないし。
んだとこんちくしょう。笑いすぎだよ。サクコだってひなこから何か借りてるんじゃないの？
私なんかあったかな。ねえひなこ、じゃあ私が借りてる500円も返さなくていいよね。
サクコ利子つけて返すとか言ってなかった？
言ってないよ。証文あんなら出してみろ。
いいこと聞いた。これからはサクコに貸すとき消しゴムであっても証文書かせるから。
そんな意地悪言わないでよ。
And there we have the fog monster appearing again.
ひなこ。
あ、ごめん。何？
裏切りも。
Yep, trying to get rid of them. Rid myself of the past. You can somewhat see the white-robed woman inside of the fog. Ah, yeah, no, some of the deaths in here is quite gruesome. I guess I should have warned you about that. Sorry, Teeps. Let's go. Wait. Alright, which was the direction I was supposed to go in? Yep, here he comes again. Watch it. Right, we go again. Because I clearly forgot where I was supposed to run there. But hey, at least we got to see a new scene. Yeah, we forgot our sense of direction, our GPS. Oh yeah, right. Jinko also appeared here, quote unquote. This would be the first time that Jinko would have appeared, at least tossing down the... Was it Jinko at first, or was it Shu who tossed it down at first? Hey partner, these painkillers should work best for you. They'll not only take care of your headaches, but also any pain from injuries. I suspect that the main cause behind your nasty headaches is from you unconsciously grinding your teeth when you're upset. Does that sound about right? If you ever need to talk or anything, just call my name and I'll be there. Right, most certainly not. Items. Let us not use those red capsules. Thank you for the bandages. And already a steel pipe. Nice. More capsules. They're just gonna bait me. 誰だ中のlet's see.
シュウリンコ
Check every corner, you don't know where a bandage might be. Freaky. No, I remember that. So yeah, even back in the first playthrough, it was Junko that tossed down the ladder. I cannot wait to actually see what that actually means. I am so fascinated. Oh, really? That's an interesting choice to do about that. Anything in here? More red capsules. That could be the way back. So, we'll explore here for a bit. But since that's just continuing, yeah, no, we'll check out this corner first. I don't think that this room used to be here before. Jokan. Magogawa Bridge has collapsed. I repeat. Attachment object of unknown origin. Alright then, so that's real. Yeah, no, that's real. The bridge is just out, not because of Silent Hill stuff. It's something just destroyed it. Oh, it's for the UFO ending, is it? Ah, here I thought that it was. You were feeling a bit destructive. Ah, man. Wouldn't it be better if you, I don't know, destroyed a couple of gym reps, or knocked the shit out of someone in a game of choice instead of destroying a whole bridge, tips? There are cases where patients are improving in their symptoms not by taking medicine, but rather by simply talking to a doctor. The cause of this phenomenon lies undeniably in the trust fostered between practitioner and patient. Conclusively, the pharmacists who have been trusted since ancient times perhaps could be said to contain a similar power to that of local gods here. Even among the young generation of this town, there are many who believe praying to Oinari-san will soothe the pain and speed up the healing process. One's fortitude of faith is thought to have direct relation to potency. There are even some town elders who claim to have had broken bones miraculously mended after praying to Oinari-sama. Right, understood. Do not take your medicine. That's my job. Truly, is that the case? I'm the one supposed to keep the big man tips in check. I can try. So many goddamn red capsules. I knew you were there. Cunt. Oh yeah, no, I see it absolutely the same. The first time that I played through this, I thought for realsies that she was just a teenager, but considering all that she's able to do and all of and both of the fan art as well as a buff dude just cosplaying as her,
どなたか
she really does just seem to be a Amazon in disguise. Household tips for the good wife and wise mother. A collection of loving ways for mothers to create the perfect home. Even more of these books are scattered about. Give me bandages or give me nothing. Thank you. Well, open up. Oh, I reckon that if we just look out for it enough, there's most likely going to be a mod with that already being done, or at least in some fan art of her doing a power pose. Ah, right, I knew that you were here. Right, you can still do fast slashes. Backdoor key. A silver-looking barrel key judging from the size and its place. It should be used to open up the back door. And because this one's used to walk out of here. Yeah. Oh yeah. That seems new. Change your costume. I don't think I've had a chance to change your costume. Maybe unlock the costume?
でもお供え物だったよね
I wonder where I would even go to change your costume. Do I do it in collectibles? Yeah, no, there we go. The brooch is still there in my inventory. Anti-pyretics. I do it at Hokora. I don't know if I have the rabbit one. I don't think I bought the digital deluxe version of the game. I can probably buy the upgrade for it, in case you wanna see Hinako running around in a pink suit. I mean, it would be apt now, having a less serious playthrough in a less serious suit. Return to Shizuruyu while avoiding the monster.
ここはまずい。シュウたち無事だといいけど。
Alright. I thought it was from base game. I've seen Husky using it. Ah. More of the devil's capsules. Right, my weapon's about to break, so let's just boogie on out of here. Come on, let me pass. Thank you. Antique comb, nice. Here's the Hokora. Yeah, no, looks like I don't have the option to change costume. So I do not think I have the capacity to do that.
変な箱。あ、開いた。
We can open up these weird ass boxes that are around. Oh no, I didn't pre-order this game as well. I bought it way after release. Diary of Revenge. According to the Nihon Shoki, one of Japan's most ancient history books, Yamato no Orochi, a colossal 8-headed dragon, demanded the sacrifice of beautiful young girls for it to devour. Upon hearing this, the wild deity Susanoo no Mikoto brought the 8 barrels of sake to the dragon and lured it into drinking them. Once Yamato no Orochi had become intoxicated, he slew the dragon by chopping off all 8 heads. And according to Ebisugaoka's oldest historical records, after being decapitated, one of Yamato no Orochi's heads flew far west and fell between the mountains of Higanokuni. The head eventually came back to life as a poisonous water dragon that plagued the land for many years to come. Right, we did read about this later on. Higanokuni is known as Ebisugoaka. There are records of toxic gas leaks from the underground water stream in the past. It is highly possible that this is where the legend of poisonous water dragons stemmed from. However, while the local records state that Yamato no Orochi's head flew here, there is no mention of this in the Nihon Shoki. It's not hard to surmise that some shameless individuals put a religious spin on the noxious leaks to turn a profit, and falsified connecting using famous literatures to solidify their claim. Emma. Alright then. Keep an eye out for small boxes, yeah. Already?
ちょうどいい。
Already kitchen knives. That's an endgame weapon right there. I mean, to be fair...
リンコ、
To be fair, it isn't until relatively recently until dragons are seen in a positive light. Since for a long while, dragons are representation of authority, might, power, greed, sometimes knowledge. So them being the villains of stories usually makes sense. But I have a personal soft spot for Yamato no Orochi. He seems to be a fun dude. Good, now make me a sandwich. I know, sure, I can make you a sandwich. I just probably not a sub sandwich. I'm not proficient in making those, but I can make you like a good ham and cheese. You want one as well? Yeah, no, I can make you one. Would you want like a grilled cheese or is an egg sandwich alright? Ramune, nice. Ooh, like those.
シュウどこにいる
Jokan, nice. Ah, hi, there you are. Did I ever finish my sentence? No, I don't think I did. Oh, like those. I mentioned a couple of sandwiches. Which one piqued your interest? Ramune. Ramune. Empty. Damn. More red capsules. Oh! A baseball bat. Right, and they're giving me a lot of good stuff. Sure, I'll make one of each for all of you. 'Yeah, no, I'm really well equipped. Kitchen knife, steel pipe, baseball bat. I have a lot of good things on me right now. You'd be a good wife. Hey, I do my best. As your recon module, I am well suited for both household chores as well as outdoor chores.
けお菓子が食べられるよ。おやすみ、咲子。
I don't think that was the line in the first playthrough. Then I have a very poor memory. If it wasn't. If it was.
守りたいよ。
Or maybe it is just that I am so much so looking for new things that I have a tendency to believe that, oh, this old thing is actually new. That also might actually be it. Ah! Reach me. I mean, we could run some diagnostics, but I really just think that it is because I'm so much so looking for new stuff that old stuff seems like new stuff for me. Is that new? Did you run in on the first playthrough? Yeah, no, it's probably a good idea to rewatch these cutscenes, but I'll do so after the transmission, just to refresh myself. Yeah, no, I don't remember that either.
どこ？これは。
Kutsu, respected by all and a leader of the people, was wed to pine. Plum, loved by all, always at the center of any group, was wed to bamboo. Chrysanthemum, who had no mate, spent their days studying under Kutsu and became known as the Sage of the East. Let the prosperity of our clan be eternal. Now this is most certainly a harder version of this puzzle. Ah, nice, that is actually new in that case. There's no markings on this one, so we'll place you here for now. Kudzu wed to pine, Plum wed to bamboo, Kudzu became known as the Sage of the East. Yeah, not only did they remove the symbols, and they're probably gonna be in different spots as well. Is this a pine tree? This looks like bamboo. And that looks like a chrysanthemum flower. We'll just identify these first. This one bears no mark, but the leaf itself might be kudzu that the rat is wrapped around in. This here... Could this be plum? I really don't know, actually. But yeah, we do know that kudzu was wed to pine. Yeah, that just looks like chrysanthemum, so we move that to the center. That looks like bamboo. Plum was married to bamboo. Chrysanthemum, who had no mate, spent a day studying under kudzu and became known as Sage of the East. So that probably means that you will be on the... in one of these three spots. You must be kudzu. Pine don't have flowers, I don't think. I feel like this is in the right direction at least. Do you really think that Plum should be in the center? In that case, we just need to also decide on who Plum is. Kudzu, Pine, Chrysanthemum, and Kudzu. You should then be Plum. I feel like Chrysanthemum should be in the right spot here at the end. Plum... Yeah, no, Plum should probably be here. I feel good about you too, so I'm gonna switch you around. And then I'm ratting you. Ah! Well, lucky me then, I suppose. I was just futzing stuff around. Here we go, the red mist is here. Oh, I actually forgot, I need to run. Actually, no, I think I understand the puzzle now. It technically mattered in which position you put everything, but what matters most is that it should be in order from left to right. Because Chrysanthemum was last, Plum was center because Plum was mentioned third. Right, understood.
おはよう。悪い夢にうなされていたかな。
悪い目。
怪我はないか。怪我をするようなことは私がする。君は体を大事にしなさい。
Indeed, that's how a migraine feels.
ありがとう。
それでは行こうか、ひなこ。
どこな?
どうした？こっちだ。
I have learned my lesson. I should not trust thee.
誰なの？
足元に注意しなさい。
Well, I do say that's how a migraine feels, but I never actually had a migraine. Luckily enough, I do have some friends that get migraines, and it's not a fun time for them. I'll tell you what.
ゆっくりで構わないとも。さあ。来なさい。こっちだ。
I see, a system overload. Well, I'm sorry to hear that they are a familiar thing for you, Blaine. What a beautiful place this is. Sparkling lakes, fragrant flowers, the melodic chorus of birds singing. This must be paradise. Not sure if I agree with ya. Oh.
ここは何の神社？
君のために鍵を用意した。案内しよう。
And they're not a frequent occurrence.
ミラコ。
Even so, I would never wish a migraine on my worst enemies. Yeah, no, we have to make sure that we feed the fox right with a good bone.
着いた。
じゃあお前が。なんかこれに似た絵を見かけたような。
Well, at the very least in this time, all of the spokes are here. Jokan. Let's hoof it. As I pass into the world of dead, I pray only that I do not pass through the gates of hell. Please hear my prayer. Some divine water, thank you. Either different in New Game Plus or different because I'm on the hardest puzzle difficulty. To those corrupted souls who dare encroach on our sacred land, may you be met with calamity and destruction. The yokai of the carriage had their heads removed, the yokai of the umbrella their arms, the yokai of the kettle their legs. Only the losses of each shall purify this corruption. Yeah, I changed the puzzle difficulty. I also changed it so that we are on story mode action, so I'm not held up by the fights all too much. Since I imagine it would be more fun to watch my processors overload trying to think of puzzle solutions than me just losing over and over again in fights that I've already done before. Mistimed that. I played the game first on hard difficulty. The enemies do not hurt me here whatsoever in comparison. It feels actually somewhat nice. to not be on a hair thin edge every time. Of the carriage, of the kettle, of the umbrella. Well, that's a carriage.
多分これだ。他の絵も探さないと。
That's a whole lot more symbols than before. The joke of the carriage had their heads removed. Yeah, no, it's not as simple as just one symbol now. Oh well, let's try and find the other Emas then. To whomever happens to read this note, it becomes so easy if you just stop and give up. After all, you're already among the dead. Thank you for the bandages. Let's see. None of these seem...
あと一つ。
Yeah, that one was it. That was the... Yeah, the yokai of the kettle. Ah, damn it. For those who have yet to abandon hope, I've hidden the omamori that protects against evil behind the Emma at... I can attest to its efficacy, however no power is absolute, you must remain vigilant. This heirloom belonged to my grandmother and now I pass it on to you. I don't think I have much use for it now. You would do unspeakable things to Yokai of the Kettle. I mean, I guess I can see the appeal. Trust me, the camera can't zoom out enough for me to show. Ah, I see. Such powers my receivers can behold. I am in awe at them. More notes. Mom, Dad, I don't think I can make it home. I just wish I could see you one last time, Mayumi. Have you read about Mayumi before? Oh, this one's unique. It's not the one that we were looking for, but it was still unique. Ay, 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 ay. It was the Joker of the yokai of the umbrella. Right, gotcha. So there must be a umbrella around here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. See you.
よし、じゃあお前を試そう。
I'm gonna have a run through the Emas again, just in case I can flip one of them over for a hidden Omamori. Oh, actually, Blaine, since you're my current ending helper, do you know if you get the UFO ending at the end of the game, or if you can get it prematurely, like in other Silent Hill games? Alright, let's see. Time to wrestle with this then. The joke of the carriage had their heads removed. Oh wait, I think I understand this. Prematurely. You get it as early as chapter 5 if you trigger all the requirements. I see. Well, in that case, let's also go for the UFO ending. I can just not trigger the last requirement, and we can see that one as we go for the bad ending first. But also, I do think that I understand what this is asking of me. Right then, Joke of the Carriage lost their heads. So the one that we're looking for is... It should be you. Yeah, it is you. The Joker of the Umbrella had lost their arms. That means that we should be looking for you. The Joker of the Kettle had... The Joker of the Kettle, their legs. That means that we are looking for... yeah, you. Hey, we got it! That wasn't too bad, actually.
あの人はいない。
受け取ってもらえて嬉しい。淡雪の紅玉より削り出して作った君のための鍵だ。
私のために。
その鍵を稲荷像の
And here we go. Don't trust the fox mask. Hey, no, let's do it. Let's hoof it, chat. Hoof it! Aua. Ah, missteps. There we go. So, since we'll wake in the real world, what do we need to be on the lookout for in order to get the UFO ending?
だがこちらの扉は聖域へ入ることを許された者にしか開かれない。
私は入っていいの？
もちろんだとも。君を招くために今日がある。まだ少し歩かねばならないが、しばし休もうか。
大丈夫です。
疲れたらすぐに言いなさい。では行こうか。
Was the doll there before? I feel like probably my first custom emote is just going to be me with smoke coming out of my head, just asking, was that there before?
ひなこ、しっかりしろ。返事をしろ。
I think the doll was there before.
よかった。
Oh, they weren't there before. I see.
まだ生きてる。
It is so interesting just how much have changed from base game to new game plus.
一体どうなってんだ。街から誰もいなくなってる。これが悪い夢なのか。
どこに行っても化け物しかいない。悪夢以外の何者でもないな。
Either things we didn't notice before or things that Hinako wasn't prepared to take in before.
そのもう一人がお前で嬉しいよ。相棒。
え、リンコは？
俺はあいつに話があるって言われただけで別にその。
リンコは無事なのか？一緒に逃げたんじゃないのか？
悪い。俺も混乱してたみたいだ。あの時はみんなバラバラに逃げた。俺もリンコの姿は見てない。
こんな状況でリンコはどこへ？
自分の家か。行ってみようぜ、相棒。
相棒に。 Alright then, chat. It's time to run around town again
どうした
to see what has
早
changed
く
or
来
not.
ないと置いてくぜ
よし、しっかりしないと。とにかくリンコを見つけなきゃ。
Let's see. Can I run back? Anything new spawned in? Anything at all? I mean, hey, that's more than alright. You are just helping out so that we can actually see what's new or not. So yeah, that scene did not change.
これが壊れたらどうする？
Yeah. You'll be in trouble soon.
咲子の親もいないのか。
Oh. Oh, that was just funny. Yeah, no, I found it also a bit hilarious that I probably got scared of that thing the most so far in this playthrough. More red capsules. Someone has moved the truck here. Huh. Well, that means that I can't run home, but at least then that makes a perfect circle for me to explore. Name: Susutani Mayumi. Last seen wearing white blouse, long navy skirt, beige neckerchief with black polka dots. So yeah, no, we did know of a Mayumi.
破られてる。
Another girl that has gone missing, yeah. Curiouser and curiouser. Oh, I don't think that I triggered that piece of dialogue before. That was neat. Here's a Hokora. I don't think I need to pray right now. What the f... Something massive just moved around here. Oh, that's what happened. The bridge back is out. Understood. So this whole area is probably just now blocked off for me. Alright, we should probably go and investigate the eyeball house. I reckon if anything has changed, the eyeball house must have changed. Run, 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 run. Oh, that was hilarious. That was an extreme ragdoll. I heard a sound effect. The great space invention, free! The mothership has dispatched countless miniature UFOs. These tiny round discs attach themselves to innocent folks' heads and brainwash them to take over their body. Have you noticed any strange objects on the back of your loved one's head? She watched this movie when he was young and came up with the Space Wars game we used to play. I watched it back then too because my dad dragged me to see it. I don't have any memories of it that time, but according to my dad, it scared me so much that I couldn't stop crying for days. Are the posters then one of the requirements for the UFO ending, or is this just a secret? Oh. Are you supposed to be here? I see, so it's a requirement to find all three. Gotcha. Well, I'll be on the lookout then. If anywhere, they should be around town, no? A note. Local doctor's note. Traditionally, the residents of this town have long relied on folk medicine for medical care. Even to this day, a number of more elderly members of the community still turn to herbal remedies over modern medicine. Too many times do I get these older patients come to me only after exhausting the usefulness of their traditional remedies. I just wish they would come to me sooner before it's too late for them. I was given the chance to discuss my concerns with one of the EYs, a family who have stood as the town's physician for generations. And to my pleasant surprise, they asked if I would give some talks to educate the elderly on modern medicine. I want to respect local traditions as best I can, though. After all, folk medicine and modern medicine are just two sides of the same coin. I believe they can and should coexist with one another. Agura no Hote-sama. A clear medicinal infusion with a deep red color. This natural remedy is a traditional folk medicine used to alleviate and offer pain relief and can either be ingested or applied to the affected area. It is known in Ebisaguaka as Agura no Hote or Hote-sama's cure, and is still favored by a small minority of the town's elderly population who has a distaste for modern medicine. Right, that seems important. Let's see. Weapon. Give me some weapons. Arare. That's also pretty good. Katsuti. Oh damn, I have a lot of stuff on me. Well, you know what I will do in that case then, chat. No more red capsules. The stream might be shogging for a quick bit. The encoding has been overloaded. Actually, for that, I should probably graphics Panini projection. Preset performance, screen percentage, indirect lighting, lumen. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if I can just make it a bit easier on the stream by doing things like, man, we'll go down these two for now. What? There we go, now it shouldn't chug as bad. Hi. Right, I think that this will just lead to the fields. Ah, it's fine now, nice. Yeah, that's where I ran up here from. No, it wasn't. No, it was. I took a left first. Ugh. Do scream at me in case I'm gonna miss one of the posters. Research Journal Photo 2. A photo attached to a research journal. It appears to be a clue collected by the researcher investigating the folklore of Ebisu-Guaka. In the Muramichi period, a great famine of Oe had young individuals desperate for quick money, and so they searched for the legendary sword. One story even claims that the sword was discovered. However, the youth who found it became consumed by the Taira clan's resentment and massacred the others one after another. After that, the sword became known as the Sacred Sword, and its thought contained the lineage animosity of the defeated Taira soldiers. Right, gotcha. Was the sword hidden after that? There is not enough information. I must search for the Jisu statues myself. I was able to get in contact with a resident who knows the location of an old Jisu statue. This may be my first clue that will lead me to the sword. That is in the construction site. I feel like this Sacred Sword quest is gonna be a very long one. Higashi. Luckily, I'll be doing it on the next playthrough.
シュウいるか？
なんだ相棒。
Are you making fun of me, Obiro, for how I speak, or how I pronounce things? It's not my fault I was built with this faulty tongue. I could reset a voice box instead.
だったら互いの頬をつねり合ってみるか。
いや、自分の方法くらい自分でつねれる。
残念だが夢じゃないみたいだな。
Right. Heading to Rinko's house is something that we can do, but still. We shall explore every edge of the town. Absolutely not. What do we say to the red capsules? Fuck off. No drugs.
くそー、先生いますか？
Oh, I see how the ragdoll works. If you manage to defeat an enemy in a close quarter space in which they can't do their animation, they'll instead ragdoll over. Hey, here we go. Here's the doctor's house. Old medical record. Fujitori Kotoyuki, age 9. The patient had joined a group of children chasing down a fox that had wandered into the village. The fox then attacked the patient, leaving several lacerations on his face. The wound below his left eye is particularly deep and shows considerable risk of scarring. During treatment, he suddenly fell unconscious and was measured with a fever of over 40 degrees. Emergency transfer of the patient to the prefectural hospital was requested. Upon arrival, however, the doctors there were unable to detect any abnormalities, even after multiple rounds of testing. After confirming his condition was stable, the patient was cleared to return home the following morning. When questioned during a follow-up examination, the patient responded that he felt completely fine. According to the patient's mother, however, Kotoyuki is like a whole other boy and has been applying himself to his schoolwork harder than ever before. Wake up. Wake up.
先生ですか？
There are numerous tales of those who blaspheme against the Inari Fate being possessed by the fox. These tales have no quantitative scientific basis, of course. However, I want to try my best to avoid outright refuting tradition and local beliefs. The effectiveness of any medicine provided to a patient who believes themselves sick due to the fox's possession is drastically low. As a man of science, I surprised even myself. Here when I say that, for the best result, patients should be told to offer their sincere praise to Oinari-san prior to seeking medical treatment. By respecting and complying with local traditions, I feel I can build a far stronger rapport with my patients here. Huh? There we go. A drawer key. Yeah, eyeballs again. Let's see. I think that I learned this a while back. Sensei is usually is usually a respectful way to address someone that is older than you and also has more experience than you in a field. This can be teachers, doctors, martial arts masters. The list goes on and on. Ah, nice, I tried carcass. Let's see. What should we remove? Let's eat a Yokan for now. I can't eat a Yokan for now. Damn it. I really want this carcass. Yeah.
誰かいるの？
おめでとうございます。おめでとうございます。おめでとうございます。おめでとうございます。おめでとうございます。おめでとうございます。
Hey, even so. It's always good to have it. Look at that. Someone was recording the Evangelion ending. But still, this probably means something, yeah. In a grand scheme of it all. Another dried carcass. Let's see. Kotsuti. It seems like the doctor was pulled away. Ow. Yeah, if I'm lucky, I'll be able to. I still need to find the Emmas to do it. Paper. I'd assume up until now that being possessed by the fox was a sort of curse. However, it turns out that among the followers of the Inari faith in Ebisu Gaoka, it can be more nuanced than that. I heard one tale of a housewife who was possessed by the fox after sharing some scraps of food with a real starving fox. As a sign of gratitude, the fox showed her the whereabouts of hidden treasure. Another tale claims that a pious shaman was possessed by the fox and given premonitions of a coming famine. They were able to warn the town and stockpile enough food to endure it. There are numerous stories like this suggesting that being possessed by the fox is not necessarily a turn of bad luck. Though, with the influences of today's media from outside the town regarding ghosts and horror stories, the fox has become seen as a purely negative phenomenon, particularly among the younger generations. Ay. So much of an expansion on everything. You weren't in here this time. Yeah, no, extra lore, just more stuff, just... Yes, man, I am overall just loving this new Game Plus experience. This is great, fantastic. I still need to find some place to drop off my offerings. Yeah, that's the path that leads towards Rinko's house. Oh, another pipe. No, I'm fairly decent on weapons as of the moment. Oh, hey, it's one of the Jizo statues. The character for Misu, water, can be seen faintly etched into the stone base. Yeah, no, I've seen a couple of these statues around before in my first run through of the game. Huh. Well, I'm not gonna do the Sacred Sword quest, but I am for sure going to investigate this stuff.
先にある咲子んとこの神社よく行ったな。
Here we have the shrine, divine water. I am all full up. I really need a Hokora. Yeah, no, here we are. Rusted flask, an antique portable thermos bottle. The glass container inside is broken, so this is no longer usable. Antique comb.
こんなとこに置いとくなんて。
I can obtain it, but I have to purify it to qualify for the bad end, so it's up to you. Right, gotcha. Well, in that case, I'm just gonna begin with just seeing what the Jizo statues are about.
ここ、サクコの家の神社だよな。
うん。
あんまり思い詰めるな。急いでリンコを探そう。
そうだな。行こう。
Let's go, 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 go. Run, Hinako, run. So let's see, if I bring... My ears were met with the soothing chime of bells upon offering the item. This should do. Right, gotcha. So this technically is a question of, hey, do you know the map? Yeah, there's one Jizo statue. I mean, hey, she's doing her best, no? Oh, damn it. I know the map relatively well. At least I'd say so, Obiro. Oh, a toolkit. I really want a toolkit. Is there not a Hokora nearby? Please. Just one Hokora.
Nani?
A toolkit is better than a arare. Yeah, toolkit is better than arare. Alright then, into the rice fields I go. Right, path is blocked off. Nope, not interested. Anything here of note? Doesn't really seem like it. Oh, that is no damage at all. Wow. Let's see, this path should lead right towards Rinko. So we'll explore down here first.
まずいな。武器が壊れそうだ。
There's something about the water that is making the game, or the stream rather, explode. Well, I'm just gonna have to do my best. They wish that I would actually be interested in hearing about their fog monster. Another dried carcass. Well then, might as well then use the ritual. Yeah, I don't know. We didn't used to have this issue, but it seems like after playing the game for a bit, I guess more effects are just loaded in. Let's see. Is this house something good? Well, it's blocked, but we have a letter. I no longer recognize my husband. He gets blackout drunk most days now, and when he's drunk he turns violent. I don't think I can keep on living this way, not with his cruelty day after day after day. Where did the kind man I met when our marriage was being arranged go? My eldest child is only 3 years old. I have another growing inside me. Life is too hard to keep living, but I'm forbidden to die. Mom, Dad, all was done as you asked, no matter what it was. This will be my first and last selfish act. Please forgive me. Oh.
こんなのあんまりだ。
Yeah, it does feel like that more memory of being reallocated into the quote-unquote wrong places. Since it shouldn't chug, especially with how I, well, reduced some of the most heavy speaking graphical things. And it's a box. A box with chocolate in it. Sure, we can eat a chocolate. If we run up into any monsters on our way back, we'll just focus strike them. Actually, no, that's actually the fastest way. Run up to here. Run past you. Man, I do wonder if these mannequins feel bad about me just running past them, not even being scared. Let me go. We should be approaching the fight now. Nothing. Jokan. I'd love to, but I'm carrying too many offerings on me right now. Can I walk in? I cannot walk in. Yeah. No other way but... Whoa. That made me jump. I completely forgotten about you. Hokora, Hokora, grant me a Hokora.
ひなこか。この気持ち悪いのには触るなよ。毒があるかもしれない。右の庭から回ってこっちに来い。
わかった。
No Hokora just yet. Yeah. I mean, hey, I am built after a dragon after all. It is within my programming to hoard stuff like one. Let's see. First aid kick, red capsule that I won't pick up. A steel pipe. Here's a toolkit. I need a key. The key is gotten through that. There's a ramune. Can't drink that. Bandage. Happily take that. Alright then. In for a penny, in for a pound. Let's get this key. Hey, lucky me. Now I can just pick up that pipe. Free pipe. Wow. Actually, can I even use any items so that I have an empty slot? No, not really. Oh well. Then I am just going to Maybe do a bit of a boring thing, but I'm gonna try and see if I can just get this up without actually fighting you. It seems that I might be able to do that as long as I just... The game should have gifted me a perma weapon or a nuclear bomb weapon. I like how you're thinking, Obiro. Maybe it'll grant me that once I reach one of the other endings. Right, he's gonna trash around for a bit, so perfect time to just turn it. Ah! Too cocky. Right, follow me, good sir. Did that count? That probably didn't count. Damn it. Nah, you won't allow me to do that. Let's try that again. Got it. So yeah, maybe once I'm playing on Lost in the Fog combat difficulty, I can try that out. Ow! They got my shins.
なんとかな。
よかった。純子さんに頼まれたんだ。何があってもお前を守れってな。
お姉ちゃんが？
ずいぶん前の話さ。さあ、行こうぜ。
行こう。
Head to Rinko's house with you. More of you, devils, devils capsules. Hokkora, Hokkora, grant me a Hokkora. I will say, the pulsating flesh mashes, they are just wonderfully grotesque. Something? Right, it's another offering item. Higashi. I hope that Oinari-sama will be happy with me now, considering how many offerings I'm about to give them. Oh wait, I didn't need to throw away the Higashi, but just a short walk over here. Hey. 1,250 fate total. That is very nice. We have 3 more Emmas. Let's get another Omamori slot. Or at least let's aim for that. A bandage, nice, thank you. Higashi, much appreciated. Chocolate, much appreciated. Let's see now. Now we should be getting close to the field puzzle. And once we've done the field puzzle, we'll be at Rinko's
ここで
house.
遊んだのいつの頃だっけな。
懐かしいねここ。幼い頃この辺りで迷ってワンワン泣いた記憶がある。
お前が泣くとこが想像できないぜ。
もうずいぶん長いこと泣いた記憶がない。
お前は何でも我慢して心に溜め込む悪い癖があるからな。春にはメダカやオタマジャクシ捕まえたっけ。水が気持ちよかったな。ほら田んぼで遊んで泥だらけになって怒られたこともあったっけ。
こんな状況なのに懐かしい思い出ばかり思い出す。
今ではどれも懐かしいな。辛くなったらいつでも泣けよ。俺が絶対に相談に乗ってやるからな。
ありがとう相棒。
よし行こうぜ。
行こうぜ。
霧が深いな。リンコのやつ無事だといいんだが。
Here we go. Fogfield puzzle time.
相棒
Hi, doll. You're always wherever I go. It is your funeral today. I think I'll give you a standing ovation. Baseball bat. I think I'll give you a standing ovation. I mean, what I'm mainly curious about now is which one of these would represent a standing ovation. Maybe you? There's only one with a mask up front and a mask up back. From what I can see, there's only one of these that are smiling, so that's probably the standing ovation. Nope, that wasn't it. Standing ovation. What would that be represented as? Oh, it actually, now that I'm looking at these again, Chu, Sakuko, and Rinko. Yeah, no, we're it. I'm taking it. I mean, it might be showing it in the image, yeah. So maybe it's you in that case. Article: Child drowns in waterway. On the evening of the 7th, a 5-year-old girl fell into the waterway of a rice field, subsequently drowned to death. Authorities believe she accidentally fell while playing. Ah, I was running the wrong way.
どうしてまたここに
I don't know how I managed to get lost. I was running in a straight line. So yeah, no, still in this direction. Oh, Jokan, nice. It's your funeral today. Good riddance. It feels as though I finally got this painful burden off my chest.
またかかし
Ah, there are a lot of these around here. So it should then be like a expression of relief. So probably you, because it looks like you just took a deep breath out. To the children of Ebisugaoka, good kids don't play near waterways. Be especially careful when there's been a lot of rain because water level will rise. Good kids don't play in crop fields. Watch out for those reservoirs and ponds because they're dangerous too. Now, I was able to get here in the end. While I appreciate the sentiment, you don't need to hold my hand. Let's see. And we run. Yeah, here we go. Another scarecrow. It's your funeral today. You hurt him, now you're leaving him behind. I hope you suffer for what you've done. Ah, well, in that case, you're allowed to hold it. That's a Rinko. Hmm. You, I'm gonna guess. Yeah, no, because it looks to be a straight line from walking away from the corpse. Around 6 p.m., the girl's family discovered her floating face down in the waterways after being carried 2 kilometers downstream from where she initially fell. She was transported to a nearby hospital where she was pronounced dead on arrival. Multiple accidents have occurred due to this waterway in the past, but a single prevention measure has yet to be put in place. I do feel a bit dumb just adjusting my back to where the scarecrow is pointing, just so I don't walk in the wrong direction. It's your funeral today. You were such a thorn in my side, always getting between me and him. Well, considering that this is talking about Hinako and pals, it's probably not gonna be a shoe. This is also from the perspective of Rinko. So as to how Rinko sees Hinako. Hinako Glee. Ow. Yeah, exactly, spoken like Rinko. So probably this is how Rinko sees Hinako, so that seems to be Hinako's hairstyle with a smiling mouth. So that's probably Rinko's perception of Hinako. Let's see, there we have you. Parents and guardians. When children are lost and begin to panic, they become less able to pay attention to their surroundings. There have been numerous reports of children running around areas they are not familiar with, then falling into waterways and reservoirs and drowning. If you come across a lost child, please offer your help to them. Yeah, here we go. More scarecrows. It's your funeral today. Goodbye, and don't ever show your face again. Go do your own thing, just like you always have. Yeah, parents please pay attention to your children. Both a valuable lesson in-game and out of game. It's your funeral today. Goodbye, and don't ever show your face again. Go do your own thing like you always have. Probably a lonely Hinako, most likely. Stop that. Oh, that's not a puzzle. You're an enemy one. What? Alright, let's see. I'm just going to say that a scarecrow is leading to you. Right, that's what I get. Stop it. Come on, this is getting ludicrous. How many of you were there even? Jesus. Nope, fuck me. Wrong. Let's see, that's a shoe. I mean, I feel like that's probably a clue towards something. Yeah. I do wonder why there's just a Sakuko just hanging here. Empty. Triple faced. Looks like a Sakuko. I mean, I'm just assuming that we're looking for a Hinako. Yeah, you two are. Right, I'm gonna need a refresher, so I'm just gonna reset this one. Alright then. Fresh mind, fresh mind. I really thought that it would have been you, but it isn't you. Which one could it be then? Oh. More scarecrow corpses around here. So there's one that... this is probably just a thing of me being extra observant. So there's one Sakuko, there's one Shu. Can we also then find a Rinko in the area? Yeah, there's another one. That seems to be a...
武器が壊れかけてる。もう少しだけ持ってくれ。
Oh, there's another one. Oh, there's... Yeah, no, this one seems lonely enough. It seems like the corpses were guiding me, yeah? This evening, the lifeless body of Shimizu Hinako was found in a crop field waterway after she presumably drowned to death. It is suspected that she panicked after losing her way and began running around in the dark. This is likely when she stumbled and fell into the waterway. The name of the actual child who tragically died has been replaced with the cutout letters of my name. What a disgusting prank.
Oi! Hinako!
あれ、さっきのは。
早く来いよ。
シュウが待ってる。行かなきゃ。
Yeah, I won't be allowed.
Hinako!
Oh,
リンコは
I feel like we've done good progress. So, now we're here at Rinko's house. We'll watch the cutscenes and then we'll call it a transmission, I'll say.
俺だ。シュウだ。いるなら返事してくれ。
来てくれたんだ。あ、ひなこも無事でよかった。
怪我はないか。家族は。
私は大丈夫。でも誰もいないの。足の悪いおばあちゃんまでいないなんて、こんなの絶対に変。誰もいないし、気味の悪い怪物がうろつき回ってるし、何が何だかわからないよ。
I have a feeling that this cutscene might be changed.
あんないい子がどうして。
I mean, the doll is there. We saw the doll the last time.
ここに留まるのは危険だ。町を出た方がいい。
街を出るって、お父さんやお母さんは、みんなは。
助けを呼ぶためにも、今は行動を急いだ方がいいかもしれない。
みんなを見捨てるわけじゃない。助けるためにも一度脱出する必要があるんだ。
でも街を出るって言ってもあれじゃ無理だよ。
無理ってどういう意味だ。
そっちの窓から鉄橋が見えるよ。霧が濃くなければ。
嘘だろ。
鉄橋が。
It's been uprooted.
どうしよう。
東の鉄橋がダメなら西の県道を目指そう。
シュウの家の裏山を抜けるのか。
あの山越えられるの？
わさび田への道がある。うちだけの抜け道だ。リンコ、念のため薬や絆創膏を持っていきたい。
台所に救急箱あるよ。取ってくるね。
あ、私も一緒に行こう。手伝う。
相棒が一緒なら安心だ。
台所どこだっけ。
And here we have Rinko with her death glare again. Were the rot flowers there in the previous cutscene? I can't actually tell if they were. Alright then, let's get to it. Let's find ourselves a Hokora. Right, so it wasn't in the previous one. Right.
私一体
Were there anything else that I missed in... anything else new that I missed in the cutscene?
いた。もう少し待っててくれてもいいのに。早く行かなきゃ。
I do wonder then what the rot flowers are meant then to represent in terms of just what is different. And there we go. We have saved. Yeah, that would also make sense that the changes are mainly towards the end of the chapter. Because that... either the end or the beginning of the next chapter. Because those are the most powerful cutscenes, I guess. But anyhow, we made it to the second Dark Shrine. Blech. We've done good work, chat. And we've also found plenty of fun new things. For now, I'll bid you adieu. I am going to try to have another stream tomorrow. Maybe a bit earlier, it depends, but we'll see. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Be true to yourselves, and we'll meet each other again. See ya.